My name is Samantha, and this weekend I am participating in my very first 24 hours of cross-stitch marathon. I'm very excited. So I'm working from home. I'm filming this on my lunch break so that when I'm done with work, I can just start stitching. How I'm gonna do this is that, instead of going 24 hours straight or just how much I can do in 24 hours, I'm gonna do from the time I start, I'm just gonna keep going until I reach 24 hours of stitching. So I'm gonna use the stopwatch on my phone to keep track of time. Anytime that it has to be time actually stitching or rethreading the needle or getting a new color out, anything that's actively working towards stitching or stitching itself, that counts. So originally the hope would be to complete the 24 hours within this weekend. But I'm spending half the day tomorrow babysitting a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old, so I don't think it's gonna happen. But I'm just gonna keep going until I get to the 24 hours. Hopefully I finish Monday, maybe Tuesday, we'll see. So next, what am I working on? So there's 3 main projects that I'll be working on this weekend, or until I get the 24 hours. So the first one is one that I'm pretty sure I can finish, and that is Zodiac Sampler by Cloud Factory. So I've just got the 4 circles left, and when I showed this in my whip parade that I filmed New Year's Eve, I had 3 of the circles, 3 of these character circles filled in. So I've done 5 since then, and just 4 more to go. So I can, within 24 hours of actual stitching time, I can definitely finish that. I am also really interested to see how, because I stitch a lot, but how much of that time is actually stitching. So I guess that's one thing I'll learn from this weekend. The second project is Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Well, this one's just here. This is what I have. I hope you can see all of it. So I'm on the second to last square, and I'm not expecting to finish this block, but I think I can get a good amount of the way through. So then in the whole project, I'll just have the last block, which is full coverage. So I'll be working on block 11 for this marathon. And then the last one, I don't really have a goal with how far I want to get into it. I'm just going to work on it. So this is Sila Witches by Theresa Koget. It's my first Theresa Koget pattern, and my first time stitching with Vintage Country Mocha. And now I get why everyone loves this color, because it's so pretty. This one is a recent start. I started January 2nd. So now it's the 21st. So what I did, I'm generally a center starter. So I started with this and then have just been kind of working my way outward in wider circles. So this is project 3 for this weekend. So I'm excited to see how much I can actually get done in 24 hours of stitching. I love that I can be a part of a stitching event with people from all around the world, really, so that's exciting too. And I love that I'll be able to share this in the vlog. So this is actually, I had to move my cat off my projects. I've made 2 other cross-stitching videos before, but they were both whip parades. So this is my first non-whip parade cross-stitch video. So I'll link those other 2 in my cross-stitch playlist below if you want to see that. I also wanted to go over how I'll be checking in. So I think instead of doing checking in for every hour or every hour worth of stitching, I'm just gonna do whenever I'm at a good stopping point or when I want to take a break, then I'll do a check-in and I'll just say how far, how many hours in I am. So I'm gonna take pictures of where these are at now to compare from where I was starting to where I finish the marathon. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the progress, and I'm excited to watch everyone else's videos too. So if you have made one, if you've made a 24 hours of cross-stitch vlog for this marathon, let me know about it because I want to watch it. And I hope you enjoy this one. But yeah, so right now it's It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So next time you see me, I'll be ready to stitch. So right now it's about 5:20 and change of plans before I've even stitched a stitch. So I had mentioned that tomorrow I would be babysitting. That's no longer happening. My niece and sister-in-law aren't feeling very well. So that means for me that I will have the whole weekend for the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Marathon, which means I am going to try my best to get all 24 hours between now and Sunday night. So I've decided to start with Hawk Run Hollow, Block 11. I'll check in soon. It's about 7:50 p.m. and my total stitching time so far is 1 hour 32 minutes. And I've added the second ghost in Block 11. And I did make the ghosts a light gray where they're charted in 3865. But with my fabric, you would have barely been able to see them. So I did change the color, but ghost number 2 is in. It's now a little after 10:30 and I am pretty tired, so I'm going to call it a night for today. My total stitching time is 3 hours 58 minutes, so I'm really pleased with that. I wanted to get at least 3 hours today, so I want to show you where I'm finishing for the night. So this is where I'm at. I added the curly cues, this bird owl possibly thing, and then started on this line. So it's now 9:25, and there's my cat. Her name is Isa. Hello, Is. Excuse me though, please. No claws on the cross stitch. So I'm starting today with Zodiac. We've got 4 circles. Next one is Libra. These are the colors picked out. So I'm gonna be set up. I'm set up on the chaise today and ready to start stitching for day 2. It's now 1:15. My total stitch time is 6 hours and 46 minutes. And Libra is finished. And I think it looks so good. So now I'm going to make some lunch, and then I think my plan is that I'm going to switch back and forth between, so I'm going to do Sila Witches, and then back to Zodiac, and then Hawk Run Hollow, and back to Zodiac, and we'll see how that works. Alright, lunch was absolutely delicious, and now I am cozied up back on the chaise. I'm going to be working on Sila Witches. I'm going to be doing this witch motif right here, which I'll show you the full pattern is this part right here. So I'm ready to get started. It is now 4:15. My total stitch time is 8 hours 32 minutes, and I love this variegated floss so much. It is DMC 4522. It's my favorite of their variegated because the colors blend so well together. But I was going to try and finish the witch motif, but that's where I'm going to leave it for now and go back to Zodiac Sampler. So I'm going back to Zodiac Sampler. Scorpio is next. These are the colors for this one. So after the Scorpio section, I'm going to go back to Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And then after that, I guess I'll sort of reassess, see if I want to keep going for tonight, or I might call it a day and continue tomorrow. But oh my goodness, is this a lot of stitching? It's now 8:15. Total stitch time is 11 hours, 11 minutes, and Scorpio is complete. So just 2 more circles for the Zodiac Sampler, but there is that one. It's now Sunday morning. It's about 8:30 a.m. And I want to go over my plans for the day. So first of all, so this is where I was up to for Zodiac as of yesterday. And the original goal that I stated at the beginning was to finish this. I could finish this, it's just these 2 circles left. I'm not going to. Because I feel like I'm rushing it. And I really like this project, and I don't want to rush through the end. I want to be able to savor the end of it. So I'm choosing not to finish it today. I'll probably finish it by the end of the week, but not today. So this is where this one is. So for the rest of today, I'm going to be switching back and forth between the other 2 I've been working on, Sila Witches and Halloween at Hawkburn Hollow. And I'm going to try and take it a little more casually today because like sitting down for such long stretches at a time all day for stitching was sort of burning me out. So, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to take it more casually today. I'm going to stitch a little more like I usually stitch, still keep track of time, and we'll just see how far I get. I'm also I'm not continuing until I get to 24 hours. I don't know how long that would take, if it would be another day or another 2 days, but this is good. I'm good. I'm good at whatever number I end up at today. And like it's already been a really good learning experience because this is my first 24 hours of cross stitch marathon of what works for me, what doesn't, how I want to do it, how I want to change it for next time. I do still want to do this again, but definitely a learning experience, as it should be and as it is. It's now 7:45. My total stitch time for the 24 hours of cross stitch marathon is 15 hours and 55 minutes, which I am very pleased with. I worked on just Hawkburn Hollow today, got the outline of the 3rd ghost, the moon, filled in most of the sign, got a good portion of the train, and then the gray in between the rocks on this side. I am pleased with it, so sometime tomorrow I'll film a little wrap-up segment, going over the whole thing, reviewing, but I feel good about this. The 24 hours of cross stitch marathon is now over, and for my first one, I think it went really well. Overall, I think it did. I think, like I mentioned before, I learned a lot. I think there was something, so what really worked for me was having 3 projects that I could switch between, like whenever I needed a break or got to a good stopping point, so that really worked. I think Saturday, I pushed myself a little too hard, so I pulled back on Sunday. But even so, Friday I got about 4 hours, Saturday was about 7 hours, and Sunday was still 5 hours. So I think that's good. I think that's really good, a total of just under 16 hours. So maybe for the next time, 16 hours will be my goal. So now let's just do a quick review of my progress from the weekend. I'll be showing the photo of where the project was when I started on Friday, and then I'll show where it is now. So first, okay, let's start with Zodiac Sampler. So this is where it was when I started on Friday. I had 4 circles left. And now, oh, actually, let me get this behind it. 2 circles left. So I also want to say about this one that, as you may be able to tell, and I'll try and zoom in on these, I changed a lot of the skin tones. They were all charted in the same color, and I decided to change that. So they were all in, from this first one, the Aquarius at the top, they were all that like basic white person skin tone, and like these are not even all people, so I changed them. So when I have my Instagram post for the finish, I'll include which colors I used for each of them. Next, I'm going to show my progress for Sila Witches. So this is where it started on Friday. This one I probably got the least amount done on, but that's okay. It's all in good fun. So this is where it's at now. You see the difference here is in the witch here, minus her head. But really like this one. And then finally, Hook Run Hollow. So this is, I have pictures of like the whole thing and then the block I worked on. So I'll put those pictures up. And this is where it is now. And let me fold it. Show the block I was working on, which was this one, block 11. So I wanted to get like a good chunk of this one done, and I feel like I did. I feel like I feel good about the progress I made on this one. So that was my first 24 hours of cross stitch marathon weekend. Definitely going to be doing this again. I really enjoyed seeing other people's progress pictures, and I've seen one other vlog so far, so I know that there will be more. If you made one, again, tell me about it. I want to watch it, and I will see you next time.